I have invented a vocabulary of holes using the paper on one side and on the other side to create a different texture. On one side, the hole will be, the edge of the hole will be very flat, and if I flip the paper, I will create a hole that is different. This looks simple, but in fact, it can create a lot of complex things. It depends how you use it. I discovered that technique has a name. It's called Picoté. And I discovered that technique, I was looking at a book about holy pictures, and then I see this amazing illustration of a work on paper with a lot of design that were made with, that had a particular texture, and it says rare picoté du XVIIe siècle, very rare picoté of the 17th century. And I found out that nuns, Catholic nuns, in the 17th century, in their cells, they were praying and they were using needles, not this tool, but needles, which must have been very painful, and to decorate the edge of holy pictures. Spirituality is very, very important in my life. It's not institutionalized spirituality, it's mostly animism or something I feel. This particular relationship, very special connection I have with trees and leaves, I have reproduced that in my work. A lot of my work has to do with the relationship between, let's say, women and trees, and I have invented that hybrid creature where you can see the upper part of you can recognize the upper part of the trees, you see the branches, you can see the roots. So between the roots and between the branches, there is the trunk, and inside the trunk there are part of women's body, or the breast or some other part, but the woman is inside. And that's really me. I mean, that's the way I feel with a tree. I really enjoy making beautiful artwork out of very little resources, very little. This is a very dear, dear idea to me, very important. And the origin of that is because in my family, I always heard stories about the war. My grandfather talking about the First World War and the Second, and my father talking about also when he was in the Foreign Legion. And then my aunt and my cousin who survived the Holocaust, and they were talking also about, so it was a different type of talk, but my aunt who survived the Holocaust was telling me how you had to be extremely ingenious because you didn't have anything and you were deprived from almost everything, so you had to use your imagination, your creativity. And it was a very positive message, because I understood that you can, even in the worst circumstances, you can always, there's always a way. You just need to use your imagination and then be a little venturous and to risk maybe a little bit, to think out of the box.